He had to work hard to make the varsity high school hockey team. And he did. And it meant everything to him. And the players meant everything to him, their buddies. And, this whole year just really was hard on him. And, it kept having little, lights of hope that, yep, we're going to play. They don't understand the ramifications of the mental health of these high school students. You could see it in his face and his body language and his demeanor that it just took it out of him. And, we both noticed it and, did what we could. And ultimately that night, something set him off. And, unfortunately, he chose to do what he did.
They would have let them play and things could have
I
gone
will
back
tell
to
you
some
right now,
normalcy.
if they're playing right now, he'd be sitting here and you would not be. 100%. No questions about it. No questions. Because that was his outlet. It's all these kids' outlet.
We don't care about, the record of the team at the end of the year and if they win and they lose. Like, that's not what it's about. They've been so separated from their peers and their friends and throughout the whole shutdown and pandemic. And kids need that interaction. They need the support of their friends and their teammates, let alone the endorphins that the exercise gives them that, changes their mental state to begin with. They need an outlet. And what do they have?
The difference has been over the last year and actually the last 6 months. The amount of cases of depression and suicide. Where are those numbers? They don't show them. So, we're hoping that this will help change something and maybe help another kid.
There's so many kids struggling right now, and it's not their fault. They don't ask for it. They didn't ask for anything that's happened this last year, and I know it's hard. It's hard to tell people that you're struggling and that, things aren't as perfect as they might seem, and that you want everybody to believe that they are. So I think it was easier for him to kind of pretend things were okay. Help everybody else and pretend he was fine.
He was really good at that. Would walk into a room and if he didn't know somebody, he would go up to them.
We never wanted his depression or his anxiety to define who he was. He was so much more than that. And but it was a part of him. And we weren't ashamed of it. We want people to know that they shouldn't be ashamed of it and that they should talk about it and get help if they need the help. The sad thing is I wish he knew before how loved he was and how much he meant to people.